What's good, everybody out there? Thanks for tuning in to the Let's Talk Indie podcast, where we talk about everything related to independent entertainment. I'm your host, Deron Alexander, and today we are about to dive into the story of a man with multiple talents. He is a best-selling author and the producer of one of the hottest shows circulating the internet right now called Tears of a Hustler. I have personally been a fan of this brother for well over 10 years, so it is an honor and a privilege for me to introduce the man, the myth, and the legend himself, Mr. Silk White. Man, let's get down to business.
Hey, what's going on, my good brother, man? Thank you for having me today, man. I appreciate you, man. How's everything?
Man, check this out. First thing I want to say is, bruh, I don't even think you understand like how much this mean to me. You know what I'm saying? Bro,
Listen, I
I came
got you,
across
man.
your work, man, I want to say 2013, 2014, and when I was in the
Yeah.
feds, you know what I'm saying? So, bro,
Okay,
you
okay.
you have been a topic of me and my social group conversations for a long time. So, brother, this definitely means a lot to me. I appreciate you being here, man. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. Like I said, thank you for having me, man. And whatever I can do to help, man, hit me up, man. I'm here right now. Let's go.
Shit, man, listen to me, bro. That mean everything in the world, man. But look, it's two things you need to know, bro, before we jump into this, right?
Let's
First
do
thing
this.
you need to know is I am not a professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a nigga on the
Okay.
internet having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love
Yeah.
independent films. I love urban fiction, man. I love books. I'm an avid reader to
Yeah.
this day. You know what I'm saying? I'm a published author myself. And I just love to sit down and talk about it, man. I love to chop it up with people in the industry, people that's involved, people that's as successful as yourself. I just like having fun doing it, bro. Number
That sound
two,
good, man.
I know it's early in the day, but you got to remember this is it's college football Saturday, so this is a cognac friendly platform. So you can drink your Bud Light, drink whatever whatever we doing, whatever you do is all good, brother.
I got you covered, man. It sound good to me, man.
Well, check this out, man. Let's start at the beginning, man, because I really want to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so where you from and where did you grow up?
Man, I'm from New York, man. I'm from Harlem, actually. So I grew up in New York.
You grew up so you a Harlem cat?
Harlem cat, man.
Oh,
You
you
know what
grew
I'm
up
saying?
Dipset, J.R. Ryder, Cam, and the whole
All
little get
that.
down.
All that, you know what I'm saying? Dipset, the Locks, all the New York people, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
Hove,
well,
everybody.
Well, how did you feel about the verses with the Locks and Dipset? That's tend to be a big discussion that then resurfaced
Man,
again.
man, the Locks won, man, but it was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. That's like one of the only ones I actually watched
Hmm.
that I was interested in. I wasn't really too interested in the other ones. That one, I was like, oh no, I gotta check this one out. And
Okay,
and it was worth it.
cool. That's what's up. Well, check
No
this out,
doubt.
man. Always feel free. Like if I ask you a question, you know what I'm saying, that you don't want to discuss or you don't want to talk about, like I don't want to really get into that, man. Cut me off at any point in time and say I don't really want to get involved in that. And the reason why I'm
Yeah.
saying that is because, like I said, bro, you've been a topic of our discussion for a while. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I've been to, and I ain't saying this like trying to saying
Of
I'm saying
course.
it proudly, but I've been to maybe like 7 or 8 different penitentiaries. I've been to the state and the feds.
Yeah.
There has
Yeah.
never been a county jail, a state pen, or a fed pen that I've ever went to where I didn't see Tears of a Hustler. You see what I'm saying?
I
So
understand what
you
you're saying.
right. So we've always speculated, like you was on the back of the book, it showed your picture and
Yeah,
all that, and we
it's a
was like,
fact.
man, this cat a street dude, man. This nigga street dude started writing books, man. He got his money up. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a
I
fact,
wanna I
man.
wanna get into your literary work, man, because you started out with the books or whatnot. So
Yeah.
what initially got you into writing?
Man, the funny thing is that I started writing when I was in jail.
Mm,
So from New York, I was on
mm.
Rikers Island, and
It's a
I had
rough
never read
spot
a
too.
book. Yeah, man, it was rough, man. It was rough. I thought I was tough, when I was younger and stuff, and I
Hmm.
realized that I may not have been as tough as I thought I was when I
Right.
got into there, because everybody was tough. The crackheads was tough. Everybody was tough in there. So I was like, I never seen a place where everybody's tough.
Hmm.
It's easy to be tough in your neighborhood, and then did the third when you got your people with you. When you're in this, it's different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like affiliated with no gangs and nothing like that. So it's
Right.
like you just by yourself pretty much.
The Gladiator School.
That's a fact. So I actually had gotten into a fight and stuff, and I had to go to the box. right?
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm in the box, I'm just chilling, nothing doing there. I was going to do my push-ups, but I didn't do my push-ups because they'll be give you that much food and stuff. So you gotta, so
Right.
you know how it go,
Yeah.
been around.
Uh-huh.
So boom, they threw one of the books under my joint. Nigga came with the cart. And I never read a book before, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought books was like Harry Potter and all the wizard, all that crazy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga threw a Donald Goins book under my joint. And
Mm.
he was like, read this. I was like, I don't want a book. He's like, nah, read this one. You know what I'm saying? Old head.
Right.
So like 2 weeks went by. I was just so bored one day. I just picked it up. And the book was Wholesome. And I read it, and I didn't know that people was writing stuff that we could relate to. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
didn't I didn't know that's what's going. That was even a thing. So after that, I read the next book by a brother named Quan. You know what I'm saying? I love
I
I
know.
love
I know.
Quan work.
Animal, all that.
Yep,
Yeah.
everything.
Uh-huh.
So I read his book called Street Dreams,
Yeah.
and after I read that, I was like, nah, I think I could do this. And with the way I was living, I was like, my stuff might be more authentic,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, more,
I
what
get
I'm
exactly what
saying?
you're saying. 'Cause I've
Because
read a
I,
lot of them
because
books that go to the stratosphere, and I'm just like, all right, you
yeah,
had me for a minute, but now you're doing too much.
exactly. Because I didn't know if they were writing or if they was really knew what they was talking. Well, really did it. You know what I'm saying?
Projecting
So
things that
that's
they've seen before, type of thing.
correct, a
Mm-hmm.
movie stuff.
Right.
So that's how I got started, man. I wrote my stuff in jail, and I was reading jail. This is good. This is good. I'm like, they bored. Got out. I had a few people read it. It's like, nah, this is what's going on and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how the writing started, man.
That's what's up, man. It's
Yeah,
crazy,
man.
man, that you know what I'm saying, that I actually got two questions based off what you said. Um so you waited till you got out to somebody to read it, but you said you was influenced a lot by like Donald Goins and Quam. Like, how
Mhm.
does it feel, one, for you to, because now you're like a guy that's influencing people to write. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like now a lot of people are reading your work, and I know a
Yeah,
few authors who done came from Silk White inspired me. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
how does
That's
that
hard.
make you feel to have inspired so many other authors to, go down the path you went?
Man, listen, it actually feels great, man, because what I like, this is another thing I like to do as well too. Like when I was on the come up, I used to hit up these people and ask for advice and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Could never get none and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? My brother Quan did give me somebody hit me back and stuff like that. But a
Uh-huh.
lot of other people, and my man Jaquavis as well. That's a good brother right there. My man Ashley and
Uh,
Jaquavis.
Cartels.
Cartel. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. That's a good brother, my man Jaquavis. And for the most part, nobody really hit me back and stuff like that. So I said, when I get into position, I'm gonna do my best to answer as many questions as I can because I didn't want somebody who coming up how I was coming up to feel like that about me. You know what I'm saying? So I
Hold
try
on,
to
hold on.
answer as many.
All right. So yeah, so you was talking about you was talking to Jaquavius, and you was like, you never wanted to be that guy that didn't get back at people.
Yeah, man. So, I try to answer as many questions as I can when people hit me up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
The problem is that it just be so many people that you don't realize how many people it really be. You know what I'm saying? So I hit as many people as I can back and stuff like that, and I'm still accessible to the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm
mhm.
not like can't get in touch with me and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? And anybody trying to do something good, help out, man, because I'm all about helping one another and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, check this out, man. You got a lot of literary works, man. You got the Tears of a Hustler, Teflon Queen. You know what I'm saying? Wrong Place, Wrong Time. You got a lot of works, and if I ain't mistaken, you published other authors up under your publishing company as well, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
So where
That's
did it
correct.
get
So
to a? No, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when did it get to a point where, because I don't want to get the numbers wrong, but you might have had like maybe 10, 20, 30 books out, and then you like, you
Mm,
know what, let's take this to the screen. I want to know how I got there.
to the screen. So pretty much, man. it went from like I think like every author they want to see their work on the screen is the end goal,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
And you know, at first I didn't know what I was doing. I hit up Lionsgate, HBO, and stuff. Nobody hit me back, which they shouldn't. Which they shouldn't have, because I wasn't prepared and stuff, right?
Right.
And you know, I was just like, oh, they hating and stuff like that. Let me do it on my own and stuff like that. And that's pretty much how it came about, man. Just
Hey, can
doing
I
it.
pause you with that real quick? Because I
Yes,
got,
sir.
yo, so you one of the people who inspired me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like some other people, you know, like Quantum and all that, like kind of the sort of
Yes.
similar. But I wrote my first book, right? So the books I got now that's out published, that's not the first book I wrote. But I wrote a book and I sent it to it was a real hot publishing company back in like the early 2000s, a Triple Crown publication. I sent my book to them and they denied me. And I was like, man, these niggas hating, man. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So I know where you
So the
coming
same
from with
thing.
that.
Yes, I was like, yo, man, they hating and stuff like that. So let me just do it on my own. So that's how all this stuff came about, man. I went and hired a cameraman. I didn't know what I was doing. He overcharged me. The work wasn't good. Um, and then the next go round, I had a different cameraman, and it just kept going through the process until I just got tired of dealing with them because you know, it's a lot when you put a movie together. You got to film, you got to get the actors, you got to feed the people, you got to have the makeup done, you got to have all of this stuff done, and then the editing as well, right? So, you know, after the movie is done, I'm excited to see it myself. And the
Hmm.
editor's taking months to do the stuff. So it was just got to the point to where it's like, you know what? I'm about to learn how to edit and I'm about to learn how to film so I could, because you know, they're like, oh, I'm busy. I gotta go to a wedding. I gotta go do this. I don't want to hear all like, you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? We need to rock and roll like right now. So I had to go out and get my own equipment and learn how to edit and pretty much do everything. So when I first started, the movies and stuff, they was good. The storylines was like really good and stuff, but the production wise, it wasn't that great because I had to do everything by myself, like everything. So
Right.
now, when you see it now, it's like, you know what I'm saying, we got a team around now. So now you can see everything is getting and better and stuff like that because we got more pieces now, stuff like that.
Right. Let me let me back a little bit. I want to get more. I want to go back to the literary work for a little bit. Did you expect? So first of all, I'm originally from St. Louis, but I spent a lot of my life in Tennessee. I'm very far away
Yeah.
from New York. I'm just making that point. Like
Yeah.
I said, I've been to the Fed, Atlanta, Colorado, Arkansas. You know, I've been around. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Feds will
Yeah.
move you around. And like I said, I've seen your
That's a
book
fact.
everywhere. So were you surprised at the success that Tears of a Hustler and all your other books had, or was you expecting? Did you get done with this and say, yeah, I got a masterpiece. This motherfucker going platinum. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I didn't, man. I just wrote it and I thought it was good. I was just hoping that. So how this works as well too is that sometimes it's a popularity game and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the popular authors was getting more shine at the time and stuff like that. So I wasn't too sure how this was going to work and stuff. So what I did was I just got on my grind, man. I just took all my book business, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
the same formula. It's just that you're just selling a different product. That's all that it is. So
Mm-hmm.
the same thing I would do in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. I think I mean gave out 1,000 books for free, you know, maybe even
Damn.
2,000 books for free and stuff. Not at the beginning, but throughout the whole thing.
Right.
Like 2,000 books I gave away for free, Tears of Hustle and stuff. And what
Damn.
happens is those books travel from one person to one person, the next person. The books travel, you know what I'm saying? And then that's kind of like what helped with Tears of Hustler 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I was selling books. I gave a few books away. You know what I'm saying? I went to a couple book signings one time, and
Mm-hmm.
the people would come in and they wouldn't buy my book and stuff. They would like go to buy the other people books and shit like that. And I asked
Right.
them, I said, well, why won't you check it out? They said, I don't know you and stuff. Now
Mm.
you do. I would just give them the book for free. Boom, here you go. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, check it out. You know, you won't get familiar now and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And those same people will come back and was like, "Oh, you the guy gave me that book, and oh my God, it was so good." Blah, blah, blah. Now, what else you got? And now I have a whole bunch of
Right.
stuff by this time. It happened like that, and it's just a grind and stuff like that. I went to uh the Africans were selling books on 125th Street in New York and stuff, right? And they had the
124th Street,
tables, and that's what
legendary.
all of the books. Yep, yep. So that's what all of the books was getting sold at, really, before like Amazon and all that stuff. You had to get it from there, or you had to get it from a certain place, right? So I
Hmm.
went there, and I was trying to get my books on a few of their tables, and they was like, "Nah, we got the money makers right here, Terry Woods and all of these people and stuff,
Mm.
right?" So just left them 10 books here. I say, yo, listen, if they don't sell, you good. If they do sell, call me to get some more. I left my number, I left the books, I just walked away. They didn't give me no money or nothing. I did it to everybody. I went to everybody's table, gave them the books and stuff. I
Damn.
ain't take no money. You know what I'm saying? I said, if you like it, call me back. If they don't like it, good. You know what I'm saying? The next day they all called me back and was like, we need more, and I got your money. So now once a week I would just drop like I had to drive, I had like boxes of books in the trunk and shit. And I used to drive and pick up money and just drop off books once a week, drive to the next one, pick up money, drop off books. Just tears of hustler, like, you know what I'm saying? Then it got to the point to where they wanted it out of state, and I would have the UPS nigga, I would have the stores pay for the UPS niggas to come to my house, and I would just give them the books, and UPS niggas would package it up and put it on the shit and take the shit to their stores and stuff like that.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
it
So
was
you
getting
was the
kind of
real life
crazy.
Master P of this book shit.
I wouldn't go that far.
I will. Got that Master P of this book
I
shit.
would, yeah, I wouldn't go that far. But plus, it was a lot of leg movement, footwork as well.
Mhm.
Just took years to do all of this stuff. This is not an overnight where they just send a UPS to the door and stuff. It
Right.
it's years for this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I had to do a lot of signings. I had to do a lot of how many books I signed for Tears of Hustle? I done signed so many of those books. Then I went down to Baltimore, man, and Baltimore's what really got me popping, man. I went to
Mhm.
Baltimore and they like ate it up crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
big in Baltimore as well, and DC, yeah, man.
Old Baltimore and DC got the worst traffic on planet Earth. God damn it.
That's a fact, though. Yeah, Baltimore was good to me. They love me in Baltimore.
So how did like did you plan to get your books inside like the correctional facilities, or did it just happen that way? Like so many people was liking them and they sent them to their relatives, and their relatives like, yo, since let me get part two. Like, did it just happen organically, or did you plan that?
Um, Kind of both, man. So I knew that the jails was big because I was in jail and I saw how the books was when I was in there, right?
Hmm.
So I knew we wanted to hit that market and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? I still had a couple of friends who were still living in the life and stuff in jail and shit like that. So I would send them the books and stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I was like real strategic with it. I only would send part one. So
Mm.
part one might circle around the whole jail, but then everybody
Yeah.
got to buy part because they got to see what's going on, right?
Uh-huh.
So it was kind of like that. And then a distribution company hit me up where their job is to distribute to jails for books and
Damn.
stuff. So I did it, yeah, I did a deal with them, and basically, they had basically like the jails stuff on Smash, right? So I was doing business with them, and then they would, you could pay like once a month from them and shit like that. They tell you how
Hmm.
many books they sold. You send a number, they tell you how much was sold, but they were selling, but they can't lie to you because they're gonna need more. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? So if they need more, oh, your stuff sold. So it's like, all
Yeah.
right. So it was selling, and they was just shipping them to all the jails and stuff like that. For this went on for about 2 years straight, and then they got shut down somehow. I don't remember how they got shut down.
Damn.
Then I got another distribution deal for the libraries,
Mm.
right? And it will put all my stuff in all the libraries and stuff. So then I started becoming in the libraries and stuff. But what people don't know is that you go to a library, read a book for free, page one, all these books. They have a budget, big budget to buy books because they want everybody to read and stuff.
Hmm.
And when I didn't know how that part of the business worked because that was new to me. And then so got the books in the library. It's a distribution company who they only distribute to the libraries.
Mm-hmm.
So what a lot of people don't know is that when you go to the library, all the books are free. But the city, whatever city you in, whatever state you in, they have a budget every year for books, right? And I didn't notice they have to buy books for people and new books, and books get ripped up. They gotta just keep buying the books and stuff. So they tell you this how much money you gonna get every month, but we need, your book is gonna be in this place, that place. You know what I'm saying? So every month you will
Damn.
get a check, and then they will send your books to the library. I think it was like every 3 months or something like that. It wasn't every month, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because people steal books out the library, so you just reorder them
Right.
again and stuff like that. Then I got, we got cool with the lady who was doing the shit. Like, yo, man, order some more, man. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah.
you. So, like, cause it's free money. They could just do what they want to do. Like, they get the check. They got the money. They got to
Mhm.
spend it anyway on books. They have to spend on books. They can't like keep it for themselves. So, like, all right, fuck it. Let's give it to the niggas too. Cool.
Damn.
Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I started doing book signings at libraries after that. Once, can you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So once I got the books in the library, then I started hitting up the libraries to do book signings in the libraries. And then I
Mhm.
would go to certain libraries and I would do it. And I made sure I always push the Tears of Hustler one because that one had 6 titles to it. So I know if they like
Mhm.
one, one person buy one, that's one person equals 6 people because one person might buy all 6. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn.
So
Hell of a hustler, man.
I was Yeah, I was thinking like that. And the Teflon Queen, I got 6 books at too. So I was really just pushing those who I had the other ones there too, but those are the ones when they come interested to
They
say
had
like one
multiple
right here.
titles.
And boom, most definitely. So that's basically the like I said, it just took the grind from the streets just to the book business and stuff like that. Now don't get it twisted. This it was not no overnight stuff. This took years to
Right.
you know, get like this. Years. Nah, this ain't no 2 months, 6 months, years. You feel what I'm saying? I told you when I used to
Mhm.
come around, people didn't even buy my books at first. You know what I'm saying? They'll walk right past me and stuff like that. And I made it my mission to figure out how to get these people. And some of the people was mean to me. I don't want to I was just giving it to them for free here. Check, you might change your mind later. You know what I'm saying? Just give it to them for free.
Right.
Here you go. You know what I'm saying? And they come, let me read this. Now I know this ain't gonna be as good as these other people's books, and then they will start, and then they can't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I was confident. I was confident in the work as well.
Well, but before we jump back, before we get into more of the filming, because I know like that Tears of a Hustle series you got going on right now, that motherfucker is hotter than the goddamn firecracker. I do want to know one more thing when it comes to your literary world. So, you was real successful, but I'm gonna be honest, every time I seen your books, it had good to go publishing on it. And I know you said you got offered the distribution deals, you jumped on them, whoop de whoop, but I'm wondering whether like with your name being so prominent in the literary world, with your books being so successful, was there ever a time a publishing company came to you and said, we want to buy your book, license it, or we want to give you a publishing deal. We want you to write X amount of books for our publishing company, et cetera, et cetera. Like, was that ever offered to you? Was it ever presented to you?
Yeah, I had a few people hit me up and stuff like that, and I had turned the deal down because they was trying to give me not enough money and stuff like that. The money I was making way more than what they was offering me at the time and stuff. So it was like I don't really need y'all now. When I did need y'all, yeah, I wasn't there, y'all. Yeah, so they came with me. A few people came with me for a few deals and stuff, but it wasn't. It's not that it wasn't enough money. It was that I was making more money independently than they were trying to give me and stuff like that. And I felt a certain type of way when I first came. I wanted the deal. I thought that was how you do it. And then it was like, nah, I don't wanna be signed. Plus, I like the freedom of being independent. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
signing my name on I don't like that type of way where, it's your creation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It got to be
Yeah.
very lucrative for me to do that because I've been independent with everything from film, books, everything, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they came at the time and they said this is a good deal and stuff. But to me it wasn't a good deal. Because when you're independent, you have to do everything, right? So that means you know the business from front to back as well. So a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the other authors, they might have signed a deal and said, "Oh, this is how much money I get and stuff." I know how much money this stuff makes because I do everything. You know what I'm saying? I purchase the books for a certain amount. I know how much they sell for. I know how much profit is there. I know if I sell, 10,000, how much I'm gonna get. I know all of the numbers and stuff. So the numbers they were giving me, um, they wasn't good and stuff like that. And another thing is this too, is that a lot of the bigger publishers, they're not gonna like people like me because and film people as well too, like the big
I was just
production
about to ask
studios
you that.
and yeah, they're not gonna like me. They don't like me because I know my business. Most other people would just be happy to sign a deal. Oh, I'm about to be on Netflix and stuff, and I'm a da da. But when they come to me, I'm like, that don't make sense. I need this, I need that, that. They're like, oh, we don't want him because there's too many people out here who will just sign. So they stay away
Mm,
from people like me because they don't have to cater to me because there's so many people so thirsty for an opportunity and stuff like
it's
that.
crazy, like that you said. I'm so glad you said that because like that's the question I was getting ready to go into. With you being independent for so long, with your books and the end of, so you learned that business simply because you had to. You trying to make money, you trying to get your book out there, so you was put in a position where you had to learn the business. Is it almost like synonymous with the film industry? Because you told me you had to learn how to film, you got to learn how to edit, and you just said that like a lot of people just sign whatever to be on Netflix, Hulu, whatever,
Hmm.
so what type of hurdles are you having to jump over and overcome in your film journey? Because, and I got another question about your film journey too, but I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But I want to know about
Hmm.
this first. Like
So
the hurdles that you having to jump right now. Like what are obstacles you having to jump right now? Based on the
just
business
for what
part of
we
it.
yeah, just what we're talking about. I had a few people hit me up and stuff like that, and they want some of the movies on some networks, and they're basically like, we'll pay you XYZ, but your pay really comes from the notoriety because there's so many people who just
Mhm.
excited just to sign and say I did this and say that and post it on social media and stuff like that. But they ain't got no money though. You know what I'm saying? They gave you $30,000. That's all they gave you. But you got your stuff is on TV and it's making all this money that you don't even know about because you just so excited to sign and stun on people. Keep me independent. Let me get the money. Y'all can have all, what I'm saying, all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That stuff doesn't even mean anything. That stuff doesn't really mean anything. Well, to me, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Is ways you could get to the same place by being still independent and just having integrity and the way you carry yourself and stuff.
I can dig it. Let me ask you this though. You got Tears of a Hustler came out earlier this year. I believe it was this year when Tears of a Hustler came out. You just got done filming season 2. But I'm curious. Like I kind of feel like I know the answer to the question I'm about to ask you, but I want to pick your brain. Dude, you done came out. So as far as like your filming, based on what I've seen, you've had. I put a list together, man. You got of course, the Hustler. That's your show. I like that. That's dope, man. You got the Transporter, Black Excellence. All I Want Is You, Is Lonely at the Top. You got No Trespassing. He Belongs to Me. Learning the Hard Way. You got a lot of you know films you've put together, series, movies, etc. What took you so long to get to Tears of a Hustler?
Um, so what I wanted to do was I didn't want to do Tears of Hustler until I felt I was able to do it the right way. So all those other movies are
I
great
knew it.
movies, but they was just like not to say practice, but I wanted the Tears of Hustle to be on a bigger level. I wanted to get like a name person in it. I wanted all of that stuff. So at the time before then, I couldn't do that at the time.
Okay. Since Tears of a Hustler came out, now that you where you need to be at, you learned the things you need to know. Since Tears of a Hustler came out, like has that like pushed you through the roof? Like has it bro, because you got big names, man. You got Michael James, you know what I'm saying? You got O'Shea Russell, you got Crystal the Doll, you know, you got some, what has Tears of a
Hmm.
Hustler done for you since you've, put it out there and, gave it to the people? After so many, because I'm pretty sure it was highly anticipated with the book being as successful as it was.
Yes, so the big thing was the success of the book. You know what I'm saying? I sold over 1 million copies of the book. So, you know, it was this was going to be good. I predicted this one to be good, and it was good, man. And everybody's been loving it, man. They can't wait for season two, man. So I went ahead and filmed season two. It's done. We just waiting on Tubi now. So we ready to go, man. If y'all like that one, then y'all gonna love this one. This one is 10 times better. It's more action. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you
Feel me?
just said Tears of a Hustler sold 1 million copies.
Yeah,
So this channel kind of came about more out of, like I said, I just like talking about movies. I love talking about books. I love talking about the independent stuff.
yeah,
Master P is my favorite music mogul. So I'm always, I got, independency got some closeness to my heart.
it's a fact.
But at the same time, though, your films for the most part, you got the YouTube series, but they're on Tubi.
Yeah,
Tubi tends to have a negative stigma attached to it.
yeah.
So, have you gotten any negative comments about Tears of a Hustler? And if so, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, man. So I get negative comments like all the time, man. A lot of people, with once the internet became a thing, man, everybody could just say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? And if one person say something, they just follow. They copycat. It'd be funny. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't pay any mind to stuff. I read the comments. I laugh. If it's funny, I'm laughing. If they saying something crazy, I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Because once you hit submit, put that out into to the wild. Once it's live where everybody can watch it, you can't worry about what everybody gonna say because everyone's gonna have an opinion and everything ain't for everybody. And it's hard to have multiple good movies. Somebody gonna say, "Oh, nah, this one wasn't as good as that one," or that just comes with the stuff. So once you put it out to the people, you gotta have a thick elephant skin at this point because if they do say something, you start worrying about it and thinking about it and this and the third, saying it might mess up your creativity. So moving forward, you might, saying try to do something different or follow one of these trends or something like that. But they love Tales of a Hustler. A couple people have some negative stuff to say. I only get worried when it's more negative than positive, and that's never happened yet. It's always way, way, way more positive and a little negative stuff. But what a lot of people do as well too, right? You'll have 10,000 good reviews and four bad reviews, and they'll weigh on the four bad reviews instead of,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And I just don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? Very confident as well, and you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go. And the Tubi stuff is just crazy, man. What a lot of people don't understand is that Tubi is bigger than the rest of these platforms that everybody else is on because they had the most viewers. It was like 3 months ago, right? It was Tubi, it was Netflix, then it was, I think, Amazon, whatever it was, right? And then Netflix went back the next month and then the next month, right? But
Damn.
it's only a matter of time before Tubi takes over because number one, Tubi is free, and number two is Tubi is spending more money, and they are paying more money as well, and they're paying more money, but they're basically saying, if we pay you more money, you better up your motherfucking value because we ain't
Right.
taking no more of that shit that niggas laughing at. So now you see that's an old joke now. There's nothing else for you to laugh at on there because they're not no longer accepting that anymore.
I've
So
been seeing that.
that's when it first happened. It's like, oh, look at these Tubi movies, look at these two movies. You haven't heard that in a while. And if
Mm-mm.
you do hear it, it's an old clip from when they was saying that stuff
Yep.
because they sent out an email to everybody and was like, if your stuff ain't right, we ain't effing with you no more. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You shooting your stuff on iPhone and stuff like that, we ain't effing with you no more. And it got to everybody. Everybody's, if you one of the people who getting busy, that email came to you like, hey, this the new policy with Tubi and stuff like that. So come correct, please, because they they got enough money now. They not trying to be. They're trying to compete with these niggas. They not trying to be a laughing stock. So now that they up there and they made, 900 million last year, whatever fuck it is they made, they had it
That's what
all
Michael
over the
James was
news
telling
and
me.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, $900 million and stuff, right? If they did do that, right, they don't got time for this other stuff no more. They're trying to compete with the Apples and the Apple TV and the Netflix. They're trying to compete now, which means that now the next thing they're gonna do is they're gonna shoot a blockbuster movie and put it on movie. And once that happens, it's just gonna go through the roof because the movie's gonna be free, number one, and it's gonna have big name people in the stuff, and then that's all they need right there. You know what I'm saying? But they just got to get enough creators to do it. So right now, they don't have that many. They got some good ones. They got some fire on Tubi. People be joking
Mhm.
around and laughing, man. They got some good ass movies, and they got some big
Yeah.
budget movies on there as well too. Marcus
Yeah.
Houston and all them making the movies and stuff. They stuff is good.
That was what was that? Marcus Houston then put that. It was like a set it off kind of part two type of thing.
Yeah,
What was the name of that
yeah,
movie?
Robin or
It
something
was.
like that.
I had a lot.
Yeah,
I was gonna review that movie, but by halfway through it pissed me off. I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave that one
I,
alone because
I
I'm all
understand.
about positivity and I don't
That's
want
a
to
fact.
pass. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, though. So yeah, man, and, that's pretty much it, man. But that's how it works, man.
Well, let me dive into Tears of a Hustler a little bit. Tears of a Hustler sold over 1 million copies. Outside of the sales, like you ain't even got to tell me. You didn't even have to tell me how much it sold. I've seen this book everywhere I go, so I know
Right,
this was a popular book. So, and then you went through a lot of series, man. You went through a lot of webisodes. You went through a lot of stuff before you decided to okay, now it's time to do Tears of a Hustler. That lets
right.
me know Tears of a Hustler means something to you.
Facts.
What was it that Michael James did in his audition or however it came about where you was
Mhm.
like, this is G Money right here? Because G Money that's a significant person in that story.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So G Money is a big piece to the Tears of a Hustler, man. So
Mm-hmm.
when I was looking for G Money, I needed somebody who was raw, who could deliver, you know what I'm saying, and had the look as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a bunch of good G Monies and stuff, man. But when we was auditioning him, we do it on Zoom, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
me and a couple other people watching. Just we just looking just like this, and he just auditioning. And we don't say nothing. We say, all right, man, we'll be in touch and da da da. When he gets off the camera, we discuss, yo, what I think, da da. I'm like, nah, that's the G Money right there. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, the other guy was da da. Y'all don't understand. That's G Money right there. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm like, that's G Money right there. They like, you sure? Let's see somebody else. That Listen to what I'm telling you. That's G Money right there. And he was just authentic, raw, and what he did was, man, he's a great actor, number one. And
Right.
what he did was he took the size that we gave him and he just became G Money that quick without even knowing too much about him. It's just one scene. Like you just read a scene, like, and this the scene, and it's like he was already that already. So I was like, once you
Mm-hmm.
get the full script and can see how it develops into he really gonna come with it. And that's what he did, man. He killed it, man. And I like his Memphis accent as well. It was good. And he was just raw, man. He was raw, man. I could tell he's authentic. You know what I'm saying? And we need somebody who is authentic, you know what I'm saying, to play G Money. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So yeah, it's a good brother, Michael James, man.
Man, I'm curious, right? Because you know a lot. Like that's what got my curiosity. You understand, the industry, you understand, the uphill battle that you might have to fight to get to the Tarantinos and Spielbergs of the world or
Right.
whatnot. But even with knowing all that, what is your ultimate goal? Like, where do you see yourself at your peak? Like, because I don't, Silk White ain't made his peak yet. Like, you got, man, all
Facts.
you've been doing is ascending since I've
That's
known
it.
about you. You see what I'm saying? So,
It's a
where
fact.
do you see yourself at the top? Like, what's your peak? Like, what's your ultimate goal?
Man, honestly, man, we trying to catch Tyler Perry, man. Honestly, man. Tyler Perry is a big influence on me, man. I love what he's doing. I love how he moves, man. I love how he put people on. And that's the goal, man, to just be that big to where we could give so many people life-changing opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like he's changing people's lives or putting them in these shows. Their lives are no longer the same anymore. So I just want to get to a level where I could just change people's lives and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's important to me because I now have the power to, you know, look out for the people who got overlooked and who got, because
Mhm.
a lot of people got talent, you know, because the new thing is now is like, it's like with the rap business, right? It's like they don't care about who has talent anymore. What your numbers look like. You got to have a million followers, you know, you got to
Yep.
have a million clicks on SoundCloud and all that.
Hmm.
And once you got that, they're gonna give you a deal. They don't care if you just saying mumbling or whatever it is you're doing. If you got skills, it's like that's the, you know, talented people are getting overlooked by people who don't have talent because they don't have the numbers. So it's my job is to look out for the people who might be the most talented people, but they don't have the numbers to reflect it. You understand what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
this is why I come in at and stuff like that because the people who have really have the talent, they're getting discouraged, they're getting frustrated, they're getting depressed because they're going to acting class. They're taking it seriously. And a person with no skills who just got a, you know, 800,000 followers will just come in and say, I'm an actress now. And they'll get a part before somebody who's actually in class and
Yep.
studying and really, you know, what's that auditioning and shit like
Hmm.
that. So, you know, it's my job to look out for the people who get overlooked because of popularity stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Man, bro, that's dope in the motherfucker, man. And I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you that speaks a lot about your character too, bro. That's dope. But I do wanna ask you a hypothetical though. It's a
So,
hypothetical now, but I truly believe it's gonna be, one day. A Silk White biopic movie about his life from
mm,
the start to the finish. Who
yeah.
who would Silk White want to play Silk White in a biopic about his life?
It's a good question, man. I don't know, man. People been trying to get me to write the bio, and I was like, man, nah, yeah, yeah. Let me think, man. I don't know, man. So many good actors out there, man.
It's a lot of them, man.
So many good actors out there,
You
man.
you
So,
you, you want to know who I see, bro? You might disagree, but I'm gonna tell you
was
who I can
it
see playing Silk White. He just ain't got the locks gonna throw him off. But bro, I
Nick
can I
Cannon,
can I can see a Michael B, man. I can see a
Michael
Michael B.
V.
Jordan being Silk White in the biopic, man.
Heard that a couple of times, but I don't agree
Okay,
with
all
that.
right.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just think it'll be good. I got a lot more work to put in before that
Right.
comes. So I'm um I'm accepting the challenge, man. All of these hurdles and challenges, man. You know, I'm gonna get over all of them because my mind is just focused, man. I know what I need to do, and when I do it, I can help so many other people as well too. So that's what the whole goal is and stuff. Because sometimes you know, coming from like the streets and stuff, I don't like being in front of the camera and pictures, stuff like that. But it's something you gotta do now because if
Mhm.
you don't do it, you know what I'm saying, you don't understand. It's people who I haven't even met yet that I'm gonna help these people out. And they don't even know me yet, and I don't even know them yet. But
Right.
the more we go up and the more we go up, the more we're gonna be able to change these people's lives and help them out and stuff like that. So I know my purpose now is
Mhm.
just not just for me to do this to help everybody else out because everybody else they might not be a good leader. They might not care about people be caring like I am or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how other people are, but I just know when people talk to me, they say, yourself, you be looking out and everybody else don't be looking out and you
Right.
this and you that and everybody else don't treat us like this. And I just be like, dang, that's crazy. So, when I hear that, it just lets me know that I'm doing whatever I'm doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Most definitely. I do want to get into more of your creative side though. As a creator, like as a writer, I know you do a lot of like urban type of films and books and
Right.
people that we can relate to, come from our world. But can is there a possibility that we could see a Silk White horror movie? Could we see a Silk White thriller? Like what can we
Yeah.
look forward to
So
that?
yeah, so we got one. It's called No Trespassing, man. So we got the No Trespassing. That's actually a horror movie, a horror
Okay.
slasher movie. You know what I'm saying?
What about a
So
comedy?
comedy, man. Working on a comedy. I mean, listen, I want to do comedy. I want to do Christmas movies. I want to do all of that stuff. it just don't have enough time to all of the
Time
stuff.
is a
So
motherfucker, man.
because how this works is this, you know, I did a new show called How Much Do You Love Me? We
Hmm.
finished that in July. Tubi just now picked it up like 2 days ago, so it'll be on Tubi like in 3 weeks, right?
Hmm.
Because once they pick it up, it take like 3 to 4 weeks for it to go live and stuff like that, right? So it's always on a Friday as well. They only put the movies out on Fridays and stuff
Hmm.
like that. That's how it works. So in 3 weeks, you'll have a new Silk White show out. But that was back from July. It's November now. So now we done turned it into Tears of Hustlers. So it's like, well, that probably gonna be the February, right?
Damn.
But that's how long it takes. So it's like if you do a comedy movie, it's like, come on, if you do a Christmas movie, you got to submit it by like July so it can get out for Christmas. So it's like you
Damn.
basically cutting yourself short with time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because if you do one of those Valentine movies, something like that, you only got a certain amount of time to do it. So how I do it is I like to put out 3 or 4 movies like per year, but you got to film at a certain time and have them ready by a certain time. You feel what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
if you're trying to wait for a window, like, I want to put this out for New Year's or Christmas, you're gonna have to push some other stuff back. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's smart to do at the moment, but we got a lot of stuff in the works, man. We got a lot of stuff in the works that I'm excited about, man. Like people don't even know what we about to do next and stuff like that. So if they excited now, they think something is going on now. They haven't seen that yet, man. We just pretty much getting started now, man.
Well, check this out. Let's jump into another hypothetical real quick. Silk
So
White got an unlimited budget right now.
yeah,
Money ain't an issue. We got an unlimited budget and we got a Rolodex with everybody. We got everybody's phone number,
yeah,
DM, whatever. Silk White finna put a movie together. Don't matter if it's urban fiction, don't matter if it's horror, comedy, whatever.
yeah,
You just put a movie together. Who is your ideal person you want to work with? Who is the ideal actor? You can afford it. Money ain't an
yeah.
option right now. Actor and actress. Who would you love to work with right now that you haven't worked with already?
Bang, man. It's a lot of people, man.
I know it, bro. I know it.
It's a
And then you got a
lot of
creative
people,
mind,
man.
so I can your mind turning
Yeah.
right now.
Some of them I don't even know their name, but I know their face. Like, oh, I
Uh
like that
huh.
girl. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Old girl from such and such movie. I know what you're
Such
talking
and such,
about.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I just don't be knowing their names and stuff like that. But it'll be a lot of people, man. And we're gonna get to that point as well, man. So that's to work on. The
Mhm.
issue is that a lot of these people, they don't pay for their stuff. They don't pay for their movies. They don't own their movies. Their
Mhm.
movies are they're the face of it, but other people are putting up the money. That's why you see the movies is like executive producer, executive producer, executive producer. That's everybody who paid for the movie pretty much,
Hey,
right?
not to cut you off, but me and my partner paid attention to that. When we watch Tears of a
Yeah,
Hustler, we see a lot
yeah.
of Silk White on there, boy. It's
That's
a
it.
lot of Silk White on there. Yeah.
That's it. So when you watch the other movies, you're gonna see executive producer this. It's gonna be like a list of them because those are all
Hmm.
the people who chipped in to pay for the movie. So whoever movie it is, they're just the face of it. The other people in the background, you never even know who they are. Melissa such and such and da da da. You don't know who these
Hmm.
people are, but you'll be like, I like this person's movie and stuff like that because their budget is bigger because they got 12 people investing in them the budget and X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. I pay for all my own stuff. And that's how it works and stuff like that. Because once other people start putting up money and stuff like that, they have a opinion now and a say so, and they could say, hey, put that in there, and, do that and change this and change that because
Get to
they're
mess
now
with
invested
creativity.
now. They're now
Hmm.
invested now, right? And I just don't like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like these people just have money. They're not visionary. They ain't creative. They're not nothing. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, I try to just stay away from that type of stuff. So other people they might go up the ladder a little bit faster and stuff like that, or look like they're going up the ladder a little bit faster. But when the money does come in, those people got to get paid back first,
Yep.
right?
Hmm.
They paid you a small amount for your work, right? Because you ain't put up no money. So they saying, nigga, here, take this, and then this is your name's gonna get bigger when everybody see the movie. That's what they paying you on is notoriety, like I told you before. They give you a
Hmm.
little bit of money, right? they pay for your movie, they make a whole bunch of movies, they pay the investors back, and they keep all the profits. You understand what I'm saying? And then they
Mhm.
say, "Oh yeah, what you got next? We'll pay you more money next time." You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because they know your stuff sell now. They'll pay you a little bit more money next time. But they done made so much money on the back end, and that's what the people be just so thirsty to sign and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how it works. And nah, once you become independent, you know how the stuff works. You know how much these people are making and X, Y, and Z, and you can make
Mhm.
this money on your own. You're better than these people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so that's how it works. And then the big thing with me is that just like it's just like I told you, it's like the drug game and stuff like that. You sell something, you double up the next time. You know what I'm saying? You might not take a profit, you double up and then you take a profit. It's the same thing. Your movie come out to do good, you don't spend none of the money. You get a bigger
Mm.
movie now. You know what I'm saying? Now the movie is
Mhm.
bigger. You know, you get better people in it, you get better lights, you get better everything else. And then you just keep growing and growing, and that's what you see. We just keep just growing and growing, man. That's what it's all about. Man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, man. You a hell of a dude, bro. I'm totally glad that you sat down and talked to me. But I do want to ask you a question before we get ready to get up out of here, because I know you're a busy guy. I know you got a lot going on. I won't take up
It's
too
all
much
good. I'm here.
time, but I do want to know. This gonna kind of put you on the spot a little bit, but I'm just curious
It's all
though.
good.
What's something about Silk White that may surprise most people?
A lot of people they think I'm like uh they can't talk to me. They
Mm.
think I'm like all the way up here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if I am, I'm still gonna talk to the people, man. I'm never want to be one of those people. You know, if anybody want to take a picture, I'm gonna act crazy and stuff like that. Nah, like you know what I'm saying? You just catch me anywhere. I'm with whatever and stuff like that. And that's just a thing too, and that I'm mean and stuff. It's like, well, I be smiling and laughing all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you just look so serious and stuff. If I'm focused on something, yeah,
Right.
like you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, it's like, nah, man. I laugh and joke all the time, man. I have my beverages, like how you doing right now and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We just be chilling, man. We just chilling and do our thing, man. I'm a approachable person, man. I love the people, and I'll help everybody if I can. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. One last question before we wrap this up, because I am curious. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, with me being so inquisitive about the journeys that you guys have,
Yeah, of
from the
course.
literary world to the film world. Every time y'all talk, a thousand questions pop up in my head. Like, we can
Listen, I'm
literally
here,
sit here
man.
for 7 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I got you locked in, so you good. Ask as many questions as you want till you done. You know what I'm saying?
The same way you reached out to guys like Jaquavius and Quam in the
Right.
literary world when you was
Yep.
making your bones with that. When you jumped into the film world, like, who were some people who inspired you that you was able to actually reach out and physically talk to? And even to this day, like, do you reach
Mhm.
out to other like creators like Robbie, or maybe Maya Spella, Anthony Clark? Like, do you reach out to other creators now, or you more like you got a vision, so you focused on your vision? Not saying you don't rock with nobody, just
No,
saying
of
like
course.
you got your vision. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I pretty much got the vision. I don't
Mhm.
really reach out to a lot of people, because I don't know the people. So if I know you, then that's fine. Coming up, man, I was just inspired by I like Issa Rae. I like these people. You know what I'm saying? She came from YouTube and these things and stuff like that. I never reached out to like none of these people or nothing like that. When it comes to film, I already know too many people in the
Mhm.
film and stuff. I know who people are. Never met a lot of never met a lot of the people. You understand what I'm saying? So I haven't met a lot of people. I'm open to meeting anybody and everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking forward to meeting other people and stuff like that. But I haven't ran across a lot of them and stuff like that because
Mhm.
I haven't. I'm about to start going to these film festivals. I haven't. That just ain't my thing. I like to be in the cut. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna start going to these like film festivals and doing the stuff that really needs to be done that I just don't like to do. Like I'm old school. I'm from the streets and stuff. You ain't supposed to be out, man. Everybody
Right.
not supposed to know where you gonna be at and da, da, da. But
Uh-huh.
I got to get out of that mentality because it's not like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I got to look over my back no more and all that crazy stuff. So now, get out in front of the camera, go to these places, this and the third. So now been doing certain things. I even have a reality show called The Hustle where I'm actually
Dope.
showing people,
I've been watching
you
it. Dope.
know showing people like what's been going on, how this stuff work, what happens behind the scenes in film, shit I'm doing in my personal life, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So I've been opening up a little bit more, pause, and yeah, it's gonna be good.
No, I caught that pause. That's that Harlem in you, my name. Well, man, listen to me, man. So, bro, like, I just want to say, man, once again, bro, I know I done said it 1,000 times, but brother, it's an honor and a privilege, like, to sit down and talk to you, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, I called my case. Now I went to the state in like, man, I called my case in the state in 2009, but I ran across your work in 2014 when I went to the feds. And bro, from the time we got to looking at your books and like trying to learn as much about your story, like you've been like even when we talk about our dreams, like, you know, like I said, we publish authors and we like, yeah, you know how Silk White did it, like, bro, you are inspiration to a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, bro? So
appreciate you, man.
It's definitely an honor, man. It's a privilege, man. I really appreciate you sitting down talking to me, bro. It means a whole lot more than I will ever be able to express. And I just want you to know, man, I got the utmost respect for you, man. I wish you nothing but the best in the future. I'm hoping one day I can meet you in person. You know what I'm saying? We could sit down and chop it up, man. I can come to something you got going on. Who knows, man? Maybe I'll jump in something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll be G Money little brother or something. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it, man. Listen, man, it's my pleasure, man. Like I said, man, thank you for having me. Anytime you need me, come back for anything, man. Just let me know, man. Let me know whatever you need. Just let me know, man. I'm here, man. That's what I'm here for.
Well, man, I appreciate everything, brother. I wish you nothing but the best, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking with Let's Talk.
Yes.
Let's Talk Indie Podcast, man. We're gonna keep it going. I'm definitely gonna bring Silk White back, man. We got Tears of a Hustler season 2 coming. I gotta talk about it because I haven't talked about season 1 just yet because it was to be honest, I wasn't sure how to do it. Would it be in a series? Because a lot of the times when I'm on here, I'll bring up clips from the movies I'm talking about, and with it being a series, I was like, should I do it episode by episode, or should I just use one episode to talk about the whole thing? I haven't really quite mapped it out of my head yet, but Tears of a Hustler, we finna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely got to bring you back on, brother. I appreciate you, bro.
That sounds good, man. Listen, anytime you need me, man, just hit me up, man. I'll be here for you, my good brother.
Man, nothing but love, man. Y'all hold it down, man. Peace,
all right,
bro.
my good brother. Be good, man. Thank you.
You too, bro.